Welcome to another video. Today we are at Wellington Green, postcode as you can see there. This is right behind Victoria Park. Nice set of bars. This is on a Saturday morning, so this is like my warm-up set, which consists of 5 muscle ups, 10 straight bar dips, and then 10 pull-ups without letting go of the bar. I used to actually do this with 10 press ups at the end, but I left the press ups out today. We've got Kevin here, we've got Lionel, we've got Larry, we've got Philip, and we've got Mikey. So nice group of us today training out. As the weather increases, the groups that I'll train with will get bigger because more people will opt for the outdoor workouts. So I'm looking forward to spring, let alone summer. And then that's round 1. Round 2, I do the same thing to start. 5 muscle ups into 10 straight bar dips into 10 pulls without letting go of the bar, aiming to get these 5 muscle ups up to 10 really, but it's 1 muscle up at a time. And it's also factoring in that you want to keep that form clean. The dips is easy, the pulls is hard because you really had to do like a high pull to get your chest over the bar for each muscle up. But yeah, the goal is that 10-10 rep and to add the press ups in. So then after this, I go over to the dip bars. I think that's Larry in the back. I was Philip in the back with a vest on. Mike has also got a 10 vest, so we done some weighted sets as well today. Then I go for some dips. And then after my dips, you see Larry in the back. He's doing core. So he's just hanging off that bar. I don't know if he's going to go into knee tucks or leg raises. Back to me after dips, going into elevated inverted rows. So here it's a bit awkward with the feet positioning, not as comfortable as Finsbury Park is, but nevertheless getting it done. So the elevated inverted rows, these are hard. You're thinking about your feet staying on the actual bar, and you're thinking about engaging your core enough and keeping your body straight and in one line so the hips aren't sinking too low. And then after this, incorporated upright rows. So I like that they've got the kettlebells here. This is the lightest one. I believe this one might be 6 kg. And just clean and pressing it really because it's so light. Well, for me. And then gradually making it heavier and heavier as the rounds go on. Only one I don't like with this kettlebell setup is the far right one, which is the heaviest one. It scratches and rubs against the pole, whereas the first and second one move quite smoothly. After those, going into body weighted squats. And then after body weighted squats, that concludes round 2 of the exercises. Then we go into round 3. So on this day, I basically done 2 rounds body weight but with muscle ups, 2 rounds with the vest, 2 rounds with body weight. Here I am with the first vest set, and I've switched my grip to a chin up grip. So this vest weighs 10 kg. And we get 10 reps there with the 10 vests, and then we go into dips. Ten dips, and then we go into inverted rows. So for this one, because I've got the vest on, instead of putting my legs up, I just keep them planted on the floor. Just gives that extra bit of stability. Nice, 10 reps on the inverted rows, and then we've got 10 squats. And that concludes round 3. Then I take the vest off for round 4, chin ups again. Getting explosive there, so just clearing my chin but also trying to get close to my chest, because with body weight, especially after you take the vest off, it does feel a lot easier. So just pushing myself in that aspect. And then dips with body weight, and I've added the leg raiser So yeah, so because I'm not doing the same core stuff Larry and Philip are doing, which is more knee tucks hanging, I thought let me add some core into this round. You can see Mikey with the vest doing the upright rows. This one always difficult as you fatigue, because you've got to get your legs out wide and then bring them back in, all in the time with you lowering your body for the dip. After that, again, the inverted rows, and doing it in a supinated grip, so like an underhand grip to imitate your chin up motion. Focuses more on the bicep, which is good. Good form, keeping the body straight, as you can see, not letting the hips sink as you do those reps. And then back to clean and press with the lightest one. So when I'm wearing the vest, I realize I missed the kettlebell, which is fine because you've got an additional 10 kg, so you don't want to necessarily overwork yourself, especially if you're doing 6 rounds. If I was doing 3 rounds, then would have stuck to this throughout, but because I'm doing a few more rounds than usual, try and keep it simple. And then we've got some explosive squats here, so challenging myself. Now I no longer have the vest on, I feel a bit lighter, and I've gone for the explosive squats. And just going at my own pace. You can see I'm not really rushing. I am shooting off at the top, but it's not straight contact with the bench and then shoot back up. I am taking my time. And then we go into our 5th round, and we've got the 10 kg vest. We're going for pull-ups. And again, nice and controlled reps, not rushing. Sometimes, what I say in the past, I do rush the first few reps to get them out of the way, try and beat the fatigue. In my head, I think I'm beating the fatigue, but yeah, just nice and controlled on the reps. Same for the dips, nice and controlled rep motion. And then going for the elevated inverted rows. Here I opt for the more difficult ones, knowing that it's my last set with the vest, so just push through it. Halfway, 5 more, and last 2. Then my foot slips. So this is a bit awkward. If you compare this to, if you've watched any of my videos where I'm training at Finsbury Park, it's a lot more stable because your the whole of your heel is resting on the bar. And then just some weighted squats, so no longer exploding because I've got the additional 10 kg. And then after these squats, I decide to do some elevated press ups just on the bench behind me. So not too high off the ground, but still a little bit of elevation that's going to put a bit more pressure on that upper chest and the shoulders. Going as low as I can with the vest on. So there is a point where the vest makes contact with the floor, and obviously you can't go much lower than that. And then just making sure I'm fully extending my arms and locking out. Some people do shorties as press ups, which you can still build muscle. Here I am now in what I believe is the last round, because I'm doing commandos. Maybe the 5th round, I may be counting that wrong. This may be my 5th round, but I've gone for commandos on the pulls. I no longer have the vest with me. And then after these, same thing as the previous rounds, going into the dips, and then going into the inverted rows. Always useful and always a plus to be able to train with friends that are just pushing through it as well, so definitely helps you push through it. And I like the fact that both Mikey and Kevin bought their weighted vests, because I definitely want to get more sessions or sets in where I've got an additional 10 kg at least with me. But I do take a break from the vest. I do need to get to a stage, probably this time next month, where I'm literally just doing the whole session with an additional 10 kg on. That'll be good. Here we've gone for a heavier kettlebell, still clean and pressing it. And I don't really like using the further one. It is heavy, but it's, yeah, the friction of it rubbing against the kettlebell is quite annoying, so I just more opt for the first 2. And then we've got our squats. I'm going for explosive squats again. Angles aren't the best, so my head's cut out at the top, but you can look at my feet, and now I'm not going too high, but I'm just getting my feet off the floor and then straight after those I go into some elevated press ups, as you can see. And that is my work for the day done. 6 rounds. Full workout will be in the description. Thank you for tuning in. I will catch you next week. Take care.
That's all, folks.